Hi there, students. By heart. Okay, this is a prepositional phrase. To know something by heart, to learn something by heart, to have something in your memory. You can repeat it from memory without needing to look it up. So, 'twas brillig and the slidey toes did skyre and gimble in the wabe. All mimsy were the borogoves and the mome raths outgrabe. Okay, that's something I know by heart. Or when you were at school, you had to learn your multiplication tables by heart. Once 12 is 12, 2 12s are 24, 3 12s are 36, 4 12s are 48, 5 12s are 60, 6 12s are 72, 7 12s are 84, 8 12s are 96, 9 12s are 108, 10 12s are 120, 11 12s are 132, 12 12s are 144. That was something I had to learn by heart at school. So this is memorizing something, to learn it so that you don't have to look it up. So you can learn a poem or a song by heart. You know it. You know it completely. She recited the poem by heart. He knew all the answers by heart. If you learn your speech by heart, it's much easier to give the speech, to commit to memory, to memorize completely and recall without effort, to know it by heart, to learn something off by heart. Okay, so you remember it. You remember it completely. By heart is something that you know from unaided memory and in full detail. So I used to live in that town and I know all the streets by heart from memory. Ask her to recite the poem. She knows it by heart. I can't sing a song in front of an audience unless I know it by heart, because I get lost. I learnt the speech by heart because it's much easier like that. You can also say by rote, which is exactly the same. My teacher insisted on my learning the poem by rote, by heart. Japanese schools put heavy emphasis on learning by rote, by half. Okay, perhaps this by rote also implies that you know it, you've memorized it, but you don't actually necessarily understand it. I think learning by heart is something that's less important today than it was maybe 50 years ago. So by heart, to learn something in such a way that you can say it by memory. My father can still recite the poems he learnt by heart at school, exactly and from your memory. Okay, the recipe for this is something I know by heart, to memorize by heart, committing something to memory, where something you can reproduce it accurately and effortlessly. Yeah, the lines for a play you need to learn by heart. She knows the poem by heart. He learned his new lines by heart for the play's opening night. Students had to learn their multiplication tables by heart. They studied them till they knew them by heart. We can almost recite it by heart. There is stuff here worth learning by heart, because if you learn something by heart, you'll never forget it. Yeah, you remember all of it exactly. He knew her phone number by heart. Believe it or not, I still remember by heart most of the phone numbers that were applicable when I was a kid. So heart, by heart, to learn, to memorize. You learn it so well that you don't have to read it. He knew the passage by heart, verbatim, word for word. Actors have to learn their lines by heart. So formality, I think I'm going to give this a 5 in formality by heart. And maybe by rote, I'm going to give a 6 in formality, but use both of them anywhere. So by heart. Bye for now.